We good. We good. I kind of am still in the process of figuring everything out because it's a bit chaotic when I have like so many different things, like different cameras, different recording equipment, and different programs to record things. So, what I was saying is it's difficult to do this because I have different recording equipment and different cameras, and I'm sort of like trying to figure it all out and using which program I'm going to use. So, hopefully this works because I don't know for certain if last week kind of worked well because I was kind of in the middle of everything, so we'll figure that out. Um, Today we're talking about, of course, as per usual, the past week that has happened, which is kind of what Thursday's video of live streaming is mostly about, is what happened last week and just jogging your memory up for this week. So I found a lot of what would you say? What would you call it? I was trying to figure out things, and I thought it through, and I figured it out even more so. So it's awesome because the song this week is called "How to Adult," and it's a bit chaotic of a song. Usually, when I have songs, it's it's different. I usually have it, and I just like, run with it, and I write things and pretend things that happen in the song. But this time it was kind of complicated because I was focusing on. Oh my gosh, I'm kind of annoyed right now. Okay, B.O.B. 5 seconds. That'll do, babe. That'll do. I'm gonna find the. Is it here? Yes. Okay. Anyways, as I was saying, I was looking at my background and it wasn't as nice as I would like it to be, so I kind of fix it up. So, how to adult? It was a song that needed to be done because I had to write a song about adulting, and simultaneously, I usually have a focus to a song, and that was one that was like, all right, first we're gonna work about being an adult, and then mixing it up with something else. It's complicated. Oh my gosh. Um, Usually I have a person to focus on in the song, and this time around, this time around is complicated. Um, I think that's why I was kind of like iffy about it, is because usually I can focus on one person without, oh, you're perfect and everything. But this one was more like, no, because I had came to a point in my writing or my devotional view, I guess, where I was like writing these songs about people that don't matter. Because I mean, like, if they heard it, like, okay, sure, whatever. But this one's like, and there's this other guy that I was like, oh, sheesh, I should not continue this path because it's not a good idea. in a way, it's a kind of like a nice kind of puts it together where it's all like your view of being an adult and realizing this isn't gonna work anymore. Um, so I guess we're gonna start off with the music, and I'm so like I was worried about that song because it's different than I had originally planned. Like usually I have a nice beat and I'm catchy and I'm happy. But this time around I was like, not so much. And points if you can figure out who the person I'm talking about is. And I think it's kind of obvious to be honest, but you know what? Whatever. Anyways, um let's talk about food for a second. Okay, I've got some these are wheat gluten meal. I made myself some rice and I have a what do you call it? Hard boiled egg or something. That's what I'm eating for mukbang. So we're gonna jump into the music portion of things. And also, God love hope too. I don't have the proper straw though, so I'm kind of upset about that. So let's need to play that in the background. This is How to Adult, which is the song I wrote today or this week. And we're just gonna chill, listen to the song, yo. adult, I'm at a loss. Get inside the club or a bus. Bye bye underdog showman. Figure this out at any cost. Ronaldo. Just a second. I found something that I found fascinating. Oh my gosh. Oh boy. Oh jeez. Underdog showman. Figure this out at any cost. So that was the song this week, and it was like important to figure out. Like when I wrote the song, there was it was a big toss up between things about good and evil, and also just learning how to adult. Because it's weird because like I think it's a mixed bag at the end of the day, where I have an idea of what I'm going to write about, and then it's all mixed up with this other stuff. Um, so what happens happens, I guess you could say. Because wow, that was it's a mixed bag, I would say, because I usually tell like focus on one thing, and here we go, and yeah, how to adult is not like that. So here we go. Tuesday's vlog Tuesday's blog was the on the influence of novelty, which I think I came to. It was a really complicated thing on Tuesday. On Tuesday, I lost power in the house for a little while, and that's kind of a whole mix of unfortunate to not have power. So what I did was I wrote a blog post, paper and pen, and I wrote that, and I was gonna use that, but then I learned that, oh, we got the power back, and so after that, that's when I wrote the blog post on the importance of novelty. All these things are available through Twitter, twitter.com/lovexlyrics. Okay, okay. So on it, I would focusing on creation. And one thing I've noticed in my life, thus far at least, is that I'm writing about creating something new. How I'm always making something new all the time. Music, something new. Writing, something new. I'm always doing something like on Sundays. I'm designated to doing art stuff. I'm always making something new, and that's just yeah. I don't know if that's a life path thing or something, but I have to make something new, and I think that Hello. I think that in my purpose to create new things, it kind of like it mixes things up. It's weird because when you have something new, it's like something nobody's ever seen before, and I think that's kind of like to be a creator. You're always making something new that nobody's seen before, and therefore, hopefully, you have a thick skin because when you make something new and you're like, "Here's something," um, usually people like it or they don't like it. Probably don't like it, I don't know. They usually have a critique or so to say something about that. But yeah, if it comes down to how to adult, I'm also admitting I am also a creator and so. Here it is. Finding my identity would be about knowing that I am creating something all the time and well, I am creating. I thought also about I also heavily wrote about my dad, my father, and I usually think when I'm doing things about what would dad say or what would dad do, and the things like Twitch is kind of like blows my mind. Just like I mean, like, it doesn't blow my mind anymore, but I'm like, wow, tell dad about this because like you're chatting, which is like messenger or whatever, but then also you're watching them stream something, watching them make content, and through your chat you can add like emotes to the chat, so things will happen while the person's chatting, and that blows my effing mind because I can just imagine how that'd be like, what the hell? That's ridiculous! Oh my goodness. So I think about that all the time. I'm like, oh my gosh, dad, what this this is life now. Oh my goodness. Although for the dad thing, it's like I also think often about things that would he would say or think about. Um, like there was this like translator in South Africa, and I was like, I have to tell dad about this. Certainly not, but whatever, whatever. It is what it is. But there are things that like watching chat like right now, when somebody's saying or doing something that interrupts my chat or my what I'm doing, it's ridiculous. I mean, like, that's Twitch in a nutshell, but it's kind of like that's mind-boggling, like, wow, 'cause I can only imagine how chaotic things would be if you didn't understand this stuff, and I only barely understand this stuff, so it's kinda like, "What is going on?" That being said that being said, currently right now I am oh boy, uh, I am streaming as usual, live streaming. I'm quite a big fan of live streaming. It's one of my favorite things. Um, but no, but I was also in the midst of also becoming a VTuber. So a lot of things are up in the air on that front, but it's gonna be super awesome when I figure that stuff out. And oh boy, that character you see on Twitter, she's real. Let's just say. Oh yeah, that's fun. So let's talk about what I learned on the Wednesday. And what I learned is basically tied into like Twitch and stuff. And someone reminded me to look at the not the big picture, but every little step along the way. And I think that's what I should focus more on because I'm more reminded of that. And that would probably be, hey, remember this? There's something, we should do that. So that's what I'm gonna do. It's fascinating because I noticed how they viewed the audience stuff, and it changed a lot of things for me. But that would be my what I learned on Wednesday. Also, also what I learned on Wednesday was um a lot of things, honestly. But on Wednesday, I was supposed to get pierced. That's up in the air. I'm getting pierced on Friday, which means tomorrow. Instead, oh yeah, I wrote a nice little thing. Swim for fun, not to grow. Nothing is personal when swimming. Which is true. Which is true. It's a good thing to know about. I wrote it down because I'm like, okay, I'll remember that. Also, I think it was Tuesday actually. I got a shipment Monday or Tuesday. I got a shipment of stuff that I ordered. It was supposed to come on Saturday, but it came early, and it's like an agenda. So I'm psyched about that because I spent all of yesterday writing stuff down. Um, Literally, I'm a creature of habit, and so every single day is something different. So every day that went by, I would write down like what you do every single day. Um, and that's what I did. I wrote down what I'm supposed to be doing every single day. Like Thursdays, big day, live streaming, done. Also things like when to wash my hair and stuff like that. So all that stuff is down in the ledger. Yep, fun times. And tomorrow, you were just doing a heads up of tomorrow. Tomorrow is exercise, reading list, and piercing at 4 o'clock. So tomorrow is gonna be fun. Tomorrow is yeah. Tomorrow is Friday, and on Friday I'll have this next off of social, and that's the day when, well, no, I'm gonna end up with a husband one of these days. So I'm gonna find that guy on a Friday. So yeah, everything in the ledger, fun times. I'm excited. So today I want to talk about usually mm, when I write up the ideas for live streaming, live streaming, I have ideas that I put in, and then I ended up, and then I end up with a live streaming concept. So today was about A, wanting to be tall, and B, scars. So I guess we'll talk about wanting to be tall, I guess. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, the idea of wanting to be tall is along the same lines as just when I'm looking at when I'm consuming content on YouTube, write down like, oh, that's a good idea. And so one of the ideas from the wonderful, beautiful, effervescent General Mobiles said, I want to be tall. And I don't know if like hers, she was all the way for it. I think for me, I'm thinking about how to be taller and like what I want. So like I'm thinking about like kind of like systematically like, okay, I want to be this much taller, so I need to do this to do that kind of situation. And I was finding just I would just want to be 3 inches taller. So I was thinking like, okay, I'll be 3 inches taller. I'm not gonna do the hair thing because what the hell? Um, but I was looking at shoes. They're 3 inches taller, and I wear those shoes, and I'm a wonderful 5'5". So I think that's what I'm gonna focus on is like when I look at shoes, I'm like, I'm gonna buy these shoes. And so far I've come across a couple shoes that are like, yeah, I'm gonna wear those shoes, learn to wear those shoes, and I'm gonna be taller. So shoes are interesting, like they can make you so tall if you learn how to use them. And I think I have some shoes over there, but I do have some things that, like, if you Google it, there's the shoes that make you like 3 inches taller, and that's all I need to be effing tall. And that is my uh, that's what I want to put forward to be like, this is my attempt to be tall. And so I think I'm just gonna wear shoes that make me a few inches taller, and then I would be I would be taller, and B, I'd be, well, I guess I'd be average after that sense. So I'm like, I um, I would be average. Like, what is it? I'm thinking like maybe 5'7" is taller, but I'm thinking like if I just get to 5'5", that would be awesome. So if I just wear something like 3 inch shoes, I will be taller and checkmate. I did the thing. I just have to learn how to walk in them. I mean, Jenna went full outfit, full hair. But I'm like, no, no, man, no, man. I mean, if I did the hair thing, I mean, that's like 2 inches right there. So just one platform boots, done. I will be taller and I will be what I want to be. I want to be taller and I'm done. If I just find the right shoes, that's always on the list, by the way. If they fit me. I want to be tall. I will wear shoes that make me taller. Like I remember when I was younger, I would have like platform boots and they would make me taller and I would wear them and boom, I'm taller. Done and dusted. Figure this out at any cost. The next section of the video, I'll focus on the scars that I have. Um, I don't know how many it is. I guess I could just show you all the scars that I have all over me. Of course, this is reserved to my hands because it's a repeatedly funny stream. So what do I have here? Started with the left middle finger, which is this one. I don't know if you can see that, but I do have a scar there. And I can tell you what happened there. I had a, I think it was like just a eyebrow trimmer kind of deal, and I was using it for its not intended purpose of opening mail, and injured my toe, my finger, just by that. And it's so sensitive that it's there forever. Left ring though? Oh, what? So I write this down and then I'm like, what, really? Left ring finger. Um, yeah, there was goes here. That is not, I mean, I guess it's on purpose, but the story about like oh my gosh, don't use your thingy for intent purposes. I don't really have one. I remember, I think I was like in kindergarten or something when I had chicken pox. And I think that's how I got this go. Um, there's two of them though, isn't there? I think there's more than that, but I'll show you one of them. In my ring finger, there's a dot there, and there's also a dot up here, and all of those would be surmised. Also, there's like more here, but I don't know if you can see it. Um, as chickenpox marks. So I guess not because I did it on purpose, but um, that's a scar too, I suppose. I didn't. One of the things with chickenpox is that I didn't think that there would be like there'd be a result of like, oh, you're itching pox, that's fine. So yeah, I didn't know that that's how things ended. But yeah, I can see. I don't know if I can show you because you have to see it. But there's a few marks on here where I had the chickenpox, and that left me with scars. I I mean, it was. I guess it's the longest things I've ever had is that the chickenpox scars because you have them, you don't kind of do. Oh yeah, and then the next thing I wrote down was my left wrist, which is still chickenpox scars. Um, the indentation there. Yeah, that's still chickenpox. All of these are chickenpox in the end. Um, fun. Oh, okay. I have to make sure, like, I wrote down like everything that I was gonna show, and then I didn't show you. So I was making sure, like, oh wait, what is that? Okay. Yeah. There's another one. There was another one. This one is. I mean, if you can compare it, I think that the chickenpox things I had longer because I had them like in kindergarten or whatever, and so I just know what it's like to walk around with holes in your hands. So there's that. And then there's also in addition to the chickenpox thing, I love being on the monkey bars all the time. And if you get on the monkey bars, I don't know if you can see it. I always wonder like if I show it to you, can you see it? But the other scar is between these two, the pinky and the ring finger. That's the other one. I don't know if you can see it. It's very faint when you think about it. But yeah, there's the stuff from on my hand there, which is kind of like its own little scar. And that's just because I was on the monkey bars all the time, and that's just what happens when you're on the monkey bars, I guess. But yes, scars are cool. Chicks dig that, and those are my scars for the unforeseeable future, I suppose. Yeah, because the last thing I wrote down was white palm, so it's this one. And I think the other one would be like after that, I feel like the scars would be purposeful scars, if you know what I mean by that. Um, like right now, a scar would be my labret piercing, but um, I'm thinking about like way back in the past, which isn't even way back in the past if you compare all the scars all together. Is well, I guess I have to get closer to the camera for this one. Um, it would be here. I pierced my side lip piercing this way, And also, I got my eyebrow pierced, which is, I think, this one? I don't know. We're gonna have to inspect that. But, in addition to that, we also have well, we do have my nose piercing, which I'm gonna get done tomorrow. So you get to stare at all the piercings that I did on purpose. And I guess the stuff I don't think my ears are really pierced well. But there are the markings of the piercings in the past, which is its scar within itself. And here we go. That was the lip piercing. And I'm not 100%, but the eyebrow piercings because I took them out before they actually scared. But yeah, that's the lip piercing. Let me see my nose. Wait, that was my nose piercing. I'm gonna get that one redone tomorrow. So that's the fun stuff. But scars is they last forever and trick sticking and whatever, whatever. Um, that was my plan for just scars in general as a topic to write about. Yeah, I have a few hands and on purpose piercing scars, but that's okay. It's like I remember they talk about you don't want a scar, whatever. Scars are also a big. It shows that you've lived life basically. So I mean, I was thinking like, oh, I didn't do it on purpose all the time, but scarred my knees a few times. And if I had a scar there, boom, there was an idea for a scar. There's a story to tell the people I have lived. Let me see. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's subdermal. Um, all the bruising that I have. Which, by the way, thank you, internet, for telling me that it'll be solved. It'll be sorted in a certain amount of days, and I really don't have any bruises anymore. I have a fear of outside, but I still am okay about everything else. I don't know if I want to get into that now. About being foolish and falling down porch stairs, but I will probably consider writing a blog or something about that stuff. You know? Yeah. Cool. 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 Figure this out at any cost. Corpse get tattooed on the skin. Name is corpse as far as we can. We don't even know him. What do we know about him? His name is Corpse. Corpse Bush. There's a secret, can you keep it? Name is Corpse. Corpse Bush. There's a secret, can you keep it? He's always pleasant, famous. Faces playing among us. A day won't move for home to guess. We don't even know my guess. Name is Corpse. Corpse Bush. Sweat is love. Sweat is life. Even if we have to because we're I've always got some bad eyesight. Maybe he knows even what I'm doing a lot. His name is Corpse. Corpse Bush. He's a secret, can you keep it? He's always pleasant, famous. Faces playing among us. They welcome over home to the desk. We don't even know my guess. Name is Corpse. Corpse Bush. His handwriting is very bad. Something like Livy would love to take that. Words of his dead. It's Corpse. Corpse Bush. But your secret, can you keep it? He's always praising haters. Faces playing among us. The day won't go home to dust. We don't even know my guess. Name is Corpse. Corpse Bush. His name is Corpse. Corpse Bush. His name is Corpse. Corpse Bush. His name is Corpse. Corpse Bush. Love him and you on your skin. Tell me where you got it again. Name is Corpse. Corpse Bush. We don't even know him. Consider that the interrupt because I'm like in the middle of things and every now and then I'm more like, here's the music. Throw the music out. Alright. Okay, so looking into the future. Because I was also thinking that I was gonna do the Monday to Thursday thing. Because usually I did the Monday to Thursday thing. But then I'm like, wait, so then what happened on Friday? I don't remember what happened. I don't remember what happened on Friday. This agenda only goes from 15 on because that's how I organize it. I mean, honestly, it goes as far as you can go one, as far as you want back. But I didn't write anything before the 15th because that's when I got this. So let's talk about the future. um, the future, usual stuff, do stuff. The biggest thing on Friday would be I'm getting pierced on at 4 o'clock. I think. Yeah, 4 o'clock tomorrow. And that's not a big thing. I was gonna do the thing about the piercing stuff. Oh my god, the piercing stuff is mind bending, honestly. Because I'm all like, I want to get this done, and then I want to get this done, and I want to get this done. But in the end, telling you right now, it's less on the nose because I was gonna do so many different piercings, but right now we're still in like June. Right now, it's just gonna be the nose because I miss my nose piercing. And the thing about the nose piercing is I took it out because I had a bigger plan, and then I rethought about it. I was gonna get my septum pierced, That's why it's like it's all up in the air. I was gonna get my septum done, and then I decided not to get my septum done. We'll see what happens tomorrow, let's just say. But I think that's just gonna be a nostril piercing. In addition to that, I was gonna get my tragus on my right ear done because I have my tragus on this one. I might do it on that ear, although at the same time, my tragus has a backstory in that I was traveling and I got my tragus done, and I want to do the same thing on the other side too. But we'll see. Who knows? And I was thinking, I don't think it's gonna be that big of a deal, but I also wanted to get other things done. And like all the time, I'm always like saying, like, I'm gonna do this, this, and this, but I don't end up doing this, this, and this because I don't know. I think I've slowed down. Like, let's get all the piercings. Oh my gosh, yes. But I think tomorrow is definitely just gonna be nostril, one nostril piercing, and yeah, that's just what tomorrow brings is the nostril piercing. In the future, I will get more things done, but as for tomorrow, nostril piercing. Weekend. Um, I don't know what to say to you. I have groceries coming in, washing my hair, meditating, and I want to start doing oat on Sundays because usually I have oat and it's out there. Like today, Society 6 slash lovexlyrics, by the way. I want to make more oat pieces, and there's no reason I shouldn't be making more oat pieces, so I designated Sunday to oat piece day. Similarly, I've also decided that I'm gonna water my plant over there named Glade, and I figured because my mom's not here, I'm also gonna water all the other plants too. So that's a fun thing to do on Sunday. In addition to, I I decided a bit ago that on Sunday I'm gonna bake a cake. Um, yeah, on Sunday I'm gonna bake a cake. Water all the plants and bake a cake. And it's tough, man. I don't really want to get into it, but I guess I have 10 more minutes, so um the other thing I did too, when I was writing this, usually I focus on scheduling, but every now and then I'm like, oh, and this date is also an important date. And for future reference, October 1st, my dad ruined it for all of you guys, because that's when my dad passed away. And that's when I'm like, okay, I guess I'll bake a cake for all the other fathers on Sunday. But that doesn't mean that when people say things, I don't block them if they talk about Father's Day. Because that's like, no, I know. Too soon, I still think, to talk about Father's Day. Because, I mean, mm, there's just rules I have to abide by for myself to talk about fathers and all that fun stuff. I will bake a cake for all the other fathers in my life. But if my dad's not here, I don't know what to say. I do know that all of my streams seem to be around dad all the time, honestly. Because weird, because I can think about like what dad would say or do, and it's weird in that it's 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 different. It's weird that more like if I'm inviting, if I'm blogging, if I'm thinking, dad's always there. Because I don't know, dad's always there. I don't know what for me. But yes, I have decided on this Sunday, if you guys don't remember, it's Father's Day, and I'm gonna bake a cake for all the fathers. even though I don't have a father anymore. It's fun. It's fun. It's fun. Um, this is uh looking into the future, way in the future. But next Wednesday, I wrote that down. It's next Wednesday, on the 22nd. I'm getting Fall Guys, so I'm effing psyched. I'm gonna get Fall Guys, and I'm gonna be another gamer, I guess. It's weird. 'Cause it's like I can do the gaming thing. I can figure out the OBS and do that, but usually, like, if I'm playing games, I'm just shooting the shit. I'm like, whatever. I don't care if I die a million times. Like, I'm just having fun. So, uh, I will get Fall Guys and figure that stuff out because that was very important that I wrote down. It was like when it was announced, it was like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be on PC. Stop the presses or Mac, whatever. So I'm gonna get that on next Wednesday. I don't want to get too far ahead because that's nixing into you know next week's fun times. But for Dev, here is the wonderful schedule I have decided upon. Mondays, music. So you always have a music track. I want to get it done at 3 o'clock, but as per usual, I don't know what's gonna happen. So usually on Mondays, just presume that there's gonna be music to be listened to. Originals or covers, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Tuesday, I will blog and exercise, but I don't know if you guys care about that. Wednesday, I'm gonna be doing yoga and learning something new. And Wednesday is kind of like the gamut of things. Like I don't know what I'm gonna be learning that's new, but it's gonna be something new. Um, I guess this week was about Twitch and also how much I'm gonna watch right here. Thursday, live streaming, you know. Friday, social and reading list, exercise, and then fun times. Saturday, watch here. Sunday, and meditate on as often as possible. And that's kind of a gist of my weeks. Sometimes there'll be different things like, oh, on that day is this, so I have to acknowledge certain things. But yes, that is kind of my week in a nutshell. And whoop, 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 whoop. Whoop, 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 whoop. And that's all this life streaming is in the end is just like keeping track of myself, knowing that like things happen, and I'm just gonna have to like make note of it every Thursday. And Thursday is an important day for me because that was when I was born. I was born on a Thursday. Hi. And so that's why I have to do it on a Thursday. Just backstory. Okay, I think we're good. I think yeah, we're good. Um, I was gonna put this as an aside that this week was also complicated with for interpersonal reasons, but we're working through it and it's gonna be okay. But that's one thing I've noticed is that people make things messy. Oh my gosh, wow. When there's something more than just a computer and a guitar, paper and pen, getting emotions involved, not a good look. Oh my goodness. But things happen and it's good fodder for songs, I guess. In the end of the day, that's just what it is. Today was a big day for I had things to do and I just delegated all of them. So when the days happen that I assign things, that's what I'm gonna do. And so there you go. Today I had things to do. And I just delegated it like, oh next week, whatever. That's when I'm gonna do it. And so that's kind of how I work through things, I suppose. That's one way to go through things, go through life, I guess. Anyways, no check. Oh yeah, we're good. Oh, here's a factoid if you don't care. If you care, if you don't care. I had to run it past my mother because Link, my rabbit, he does things that are very he makes you question things. Let's just say that. And I was thinking that, well, certainly because of cervical cancer, I would have gotten the female rabbits in my life um fixed, let's just say. Spayed. I don't know if I did that for Link, but there you go. Turns out Link is fixed, but that doesn't change anything. He still does the bunny thing that bunnies do, and I'm not even gonna talk about it, but bunnies do that. And yeah, I think I was so psyched yesterday because I got them new food. I got them a new I sorted the cage and whatever. And sometimes well, let's use for example, Yukina. She is excited that she's outside or having fun doing something that she like flips in the air kind of situation, and that is called a rabbit binky. And I think that Link's rabbit binky is mounting people or things. So when he's excited, he's gonna mount you. And I was like, but did I get him fixed? I don't remember. Um, Even if he is fixed, he still does his rabbit binky, which is dismounting people. Anyways, that's just some more information for you that even if they're fixed, they still do that. So good to know about rabbits. Okay, oh my gosh. Anyways, I will have to sign off and see you guys when I see you guys in 2 minutes. I love that I'm ending this with the rabbit fact, but there you go. I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Love X lyrics. Bye.